some of you have asked, what does this line actually do? So here we have a return type. So list models.task. So as you can see, it is using a generic. So this list item over here can take in a data type. So this models.task is actually lives in here. So we go to models.task. So this class is a data type and it has the following properties, as you can see here. So if we go back to here, that's just a return type over here. And then this is what is known as the method name. So here, what this method does is it simply returns a variable called task. So where is that variable defined? So up here, we have a variable that is a private variable to this class. It is of the following data type, which is a list of tasks, and that's what it's called. And this is how it's initiated. So this variable over here, tasks, basically is what we are returning down here. And you can see this is the lambda arrow. So normally what you would do is, so you just want to return a simple statement or something, then you don't need to write out the function fully. You can just use equal sign and the right arrow and then put in what you want it to do. This code over here needs to be a one-liner. It basically needs to fit onto one line, not go over multiple lines, ideally. So here, if you were to not do that, this is what it would look like. So here, as you can see, this class basically has a function. So this is the alternative syntax, this function over here. And all this function does is basically return tasks, which is basically doing the same thing as here, because this return tasks and this return tasks. Remember, task is a variable that's declared here up there, and that's all within this task service class. So this is a bit of a shorthand syntax. It is basically equivalent to tasks2 here, get or tasks2, and it returns a task. This also returns a task. And this variable is actually then used here because this is being used when we have these service class and we're calling this method. All it returns is a variable for the tasks, and that variable actually is just the tasks here. And once those are returned, then we are just looping through them and then doing a write line, and we're using the task variable here is task completed, task ID, task title. So as you can see, that's all this line does. This line is often referred to as expression-bodied method because this is a method and its body is actually just an expression, a small piece of code that doesn't need to expand multiple lines. So as you can see, this would have been a waste of time because we had to write a return statement, we had to declare the method like this, we had to add the curly braces here, while here the syntax is much more simpler. All you do is just use the lambda equals right arrow here, and then you just say what you want to return, so you don't have to do this. So I hope this explains what this line is. This is referred to as expression-bodied method, and you may see this commonly used within C#.